Put it on top of your bun. Do it.
I refuse. Caramel pecan turtle.
Which one are you going to vote for, you psycho?
Oh, I don't know.
Turtles are like my favorite thing ever.
But it's caffeine free. How dare they?
It is?
Yeah.
Well, I voted for it. So.
Wow.
I really wanted to vote for the blackberry, though, because that sounds delicious.
It does sound good. Oh, I'm going to talk about my sweatshirt. That's what I got this week. I didn't get anything in the mail, I don't think.
Because we're going to, like,
I got my mug.
So, our, like, mail, that's going to be the... like something we bought or something we got in the mail, right?
Yeah. Okay. Got or bought.
Got. Oh! I like it. Tokaloke. I got it.
Oh.
I'm going to punch you.
This cord is in my way.
Ah! Why did I do that?
I don't know, but I did not like it.
Oh, I know everything about politics. California.
Alright, let's go.
Welcome to Our Life in Books, where we talk about our lives, books, and everything in between. I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Samantha, and we're cousins.
Yay!
Today I am drinking a tea called Gryffindor. You know, true to like who I am, it's called Brave at Heart. It's by Sarah Baldwin on Adagio Tea. It is vanilla oolong, chocolate chip Ceylon, and hazelnut notes with a scoop of cocoa nibs. It's really good. It's probably one of my favorite teas now. I got it on my last order of Adagio. What are you drinking?
So today I'm drinking the Ravenclaw tea, Sarah Baldwin's Ravenclaw tea. It's called Wit Beyond Measure, and it's got Irish breakfast, Earl Grey, and cream. It's really good.
Yum. And then you noticed that both of our teas are in a relationship, so you can buy them both and get a discount, right?
Yep.
Isn't
yep.
that
Every
cute?
tea that's on Adagio Teas has, well, not every, but a lot of the fandom ones have ships. So if they're in a ship together, you get, I think it's 5% off or 10%. But either way.
Go Adagio. So what are you reading this week?
So I started The Boneless Mercies, and that's by April Genevieve Tuhalke. We had a rough time figuring out how to pronounce that one.
Yes.
But it's on her website, so, you know, she already knows that that's a problem for people. Anyhow, so it's called The Boneless Mercies. It's a retelling of Beowulf.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, which I've never read or watched. Alex really likes Beowulf. I think we have like it's like a animated movie or something. Anyway, we tried to watch it once and I couldn't get into it. But the book's really good, and it's female instead of male cast of characters.
Okay.
So it follows the main character's Frey, and they are a group of boneless mercies. It's a group of women who travel like throughout their little like area from town to town, and they kill people out of mercy.
Oh, okay.
So if someone's already dying and, you know, they don't want to suffer anymore, then they get paid to kill this person in whatever way they want. Like, so sometimes they drink poison, sometimes they slit their throat. Like it gets a little graphic,
yeah.
But yeah, so that's what they're doing, and she wants more. She wants to do more. She wants to be remembered. And they find out about this beast in like another area of their country, I think. And they need someone to kill it because people have gone and tried to kill it so many times and no one can get rid of this thing, but it's killing villages full of people. And so she talks her group of boneless mercies into going after this thing.
Oh, wow. So, that sounds really good.
It is really good.
So we both got it at the Fierce Reads.
Yep. The party.
And I'm really excited to read it.
Yeah, it's really good so far. So what are you reading?
I am reading the second book of Weregirl called Weregirl Chimera. I just started it, but I'm really into the series right now. You're right. I want to be a werewolf.
Who wrote that?
Oh, sorry. C.D. Bell wrote that. I was just so excited to talk about it. So yeah, it's about Nessa, and she, I don't want to spoil anything, but she...
I feel like if it's in the synopsis of the first one, you can probably say it. I mean, we know Weregirl, right? So we know what happens.
Okay, yeah. So basically, she gets turned into a werewolf, and she has to figure out why she was chosen and what comes along with being a werewolf, like how to navigate it. And it turns out that they want her to do something. They need her help, and they've chosen her because she's honorable and she will fight for them. So it's really interesting. And as you said, it probably gets more serious in Weregirl Chimera. So I'm very excited to read it. I'm only a little bit of the way in, but it's really good.
Are you getting the Stranger Things vibe that I kind of got?
Yes. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, definitely.
Because it's like that creepy company or whatever that's in their town.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's also like...
And then it's the kids.
Yeah, the kids trying to figure it out on their own. And she has her best friend to like go and like help her with it. Yeah, definitely Stranger Things vibe. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a new release that we want to talk about.
So it is called Umber Touched by Livia Blackburn. It's the sequel to Rosemarked.
Okay.
Yeah, so Rosemarked came out actually last year, around this time. And the paperback is out today. And then Umber Touched is also out today. It's a really good YA fantasy.
I have it, but I haven't read it. What's it about?
So it's about a plague that hits, and some people die if they get the plague, and then some people survive it, but then they have these spots on their skin forever, and they have to be like quarantined. And they kind of know that eventually they're probably gonna die from it, I think. If I remember right. It's been a while since I read it. But so anyway, she Ziva. She is the main character, and she is a what do I want to say, like an herbalist, and stuff. And she teams up with what's his name, Dina. And anyway, so
is there an S on that? Dinah's.
Where are you seeing it? Because I'm not seeing it. Dinius.
Yeah.
Dinius.
I was like, I have no idea.
I guess it's been a while. But anyway, it's very like political intrigue, and they're trying to figure out, where the plague came from, and
sorry about that.
All that fun stuff. So anyway, it's a really good YA.
It kind of reminds me of the book series Shattered. How you're explaining it, I own it.
Sorry, it's been a while, so I'm not explaining it all that well.
No, it's okay. But I'm very interested in it. Now I'm like, shoot, I need to get that off my bookshelf and read that.
Yeah, it's really good. But Umber Touched is out today, so it's going to be like wrapping everything up.
Oh, it's only a 2-book series.
Yeah, it's a duology. Yep.
2-book series. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
that sounds really interesting. Oh, I'm excited. And you said who wrote that, right?
Yep, Livia Blackburn.
Okay, all right. Yeah, definitely. That sounds really cool.
Yeah.
Well, I am excited to talk about what I got in the mail this week. Oh,
yeah. And what are we calling this segment?
Got or bought.
I love it.
Because, sometimes we get things and then sometimes we rage buy things.
Yeah.
So got or bought. I bought this. I pre-ordered it and I am so excited. It's by Kara Kozik.
I'm so jealous.
She is an artist that we are both very big fans of. She has had 2 mugs in Owl Crate, as well as prints. And I got the Harry Potter inspired Diagon Alley mug. I'm going to post about it this week on my bookstagram if you want to see it. Or look her up on Etsy. Links will also be in the description. I'm such a fan of her work. And I am very excited. This is the 3rd mug I have of hers. So now I get to have like a little Harry Potter on my little Harry Potter shelf.
And the only thing is we can't use them because what if they break?
Yeah. Like the other day I saw someone had used theirs and like broke it. And I was like, I would never, ever use this. I'd be so
devastated.
Yeah. No.
It's just too pretty.
Exactly. And I would, because a lot of her mugs you can't get ever again. So I'm
like this one, I missed out. So
they're like one of a kind things.
I mean, she has the print available.
She does, and it's really cute. And she has other prints available.
I might just have to get the print just to
feed
that need.
Yes, exactly.
All right. So this week I got the novel sent me a box. So I've been kind of working with them for, I don't know, probably 6 months. I don't think it's been a year yet, but I've just back and forth working with them, like getting arcs of books and then posting reviews and posting about the books for them. And then recently I did, they have a monthly box, but it's not a subscription. You just have to, it's like a giveaway. So you just have to enter the giveaway and maybe you'll get it. But then they have, a bookstagram or something, help promote the box for the month. So I did that for the month of September. And they didn't tell me they were sending me this box, but it's based on the book Dear Evan Hansen.
That's awesome.
So they sent me a hardcover of the book And there was like a little notebook in there that has that tree from the cover of the book on it. The soundtrack with the original cast, the original Broadway cast, and then a little pin. And it was also adorable. And then on like the card, when you first open the box, that has, I think on the back, it has like the tour dates or something, some information about the book. It said, instead of Dear Evan Hansen, it said Dear Elizabeth Smith.
No.
Yes. And I was like,
that's so cool. You're going to have to keep
I about
that.
cried. I was like, this is the best thing ever. I love it.
That's so cool.
Yeah, they're really awesome. And they produce really great books too. So,
that's so neat.
Yeah.
And I'm going to read that. I got that on NetGalley. Did you get that? Did you get the ARC?
Yep.
Okay,
that's the paperback art.
Yeah, that's so cool. I forgot 2 things I wanted to talk about.
Dear Evan Hansen. I don't have the authors. I'll put them in the show notes, but it's based on a Broadway play.
Oh, yes.
And so it was adapted into the book. And so it's got like 4 authors. So
oh, yeah.
I'll put it in the show notes.
Okay, yeah. So with my Kara Kozik also included a little cute notebook that's designed. I didn't take a picture of it. I'll have to. And then also she gave us a little print of Harry, Hermione, and Ron.
Oh my goodness.
It's so cute. So I'll have to send you pictures. And I'll post that on some of my bookstagram as well. I also forgot that I got the Darkest Star book box. So I bought this as well. She did like this pre-order book subscription, and Elizabeth's been reading the ARC, and I was like, I'm so jealous, I want to read it. And then it came in the mail, so we get to read it together.
Yay.
And it came with, I got the one that had a shirt. It has "Oh Holy Alien Babies Everywhere." It came with a candle, a print, 2 enamel pins, a bookmark, and a mug.
2 enamel pins?
Yes, 2 enamel pins. And then it also came with the Darkest Star hardcover, and it's personally signed.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And so I started reading it yesterday or the day before.
What are your thoughts?
It was yesterday because I'm only on like chapter 3. But it's really good. Like I can tell it's going to be addictive. And now I'm going to need to read the rest of the series.
You can't see this, but I'm dancing in my chair right now because I'm so excited.
I need to read the rest of it.
It's so good. You're going to, like, I read those books so fast.
Yeah, I can tell it's going to be one of those that I'm like, I need to find out what happens.
And you're also going to be like, they're probably going to like briefly show characters, and then you're going to be like, I need to know more about them. And I'm like, okay, read the Lux series. Well, I think you kind of
told me that this is about Luke. So he's already been introduced, and I'm like, who is he? And how do you, like, I need to know his backstory and where all this came from. How dare you? How dare you do this to me?
Oh, I'm so excited for you to read it. I'm going to read it. I'm going to start reading it too, so we can read it together. Yay! Okay, so this episode, as you've seen in the title, is called No Shave November.
Yay! We thought it was quite fitting.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about the actual No Shave November, but our episode is actually going to be kind of a twist on No Shave November. We're going to be talking about werewolves.
Yes, because, Harry.
We thought it went well.
That's what you do during November. You don't shave. So we thought, what's the hairiest thing? Werewolves.
So, No Shave November, if you want to learn more information, it's no-shave.org. But it's basically just a way during the month of November to bring awareness to cancer. So, people don't shave. Like, it's mostly men, but women can participate, not shave their legs. But, a lot of cancer patients lose their hair when they're going through treatments. And so this is kind of to bring awareness to all of that. So anyway, if you want to get involved, you can go to no-shave.org and sign up and donate and
see what
shave for the month of November.
So we're talking about werewolves, and I thought it'd be fun to start this off with a little quiz.
Yes, I'm so excited.
The quiz will be in the show notes, so please play along with us.
Yes, take it and tell us what kind of wolf you get.
Exactly. So it's what kind of werewolf are you? So we're gonna start it, and we're going to read the questions out loud and kind of tell you what we're choosing, and you go along, and then we'll all see what kind of werewolves we are.
Yes.
All right. Do you want to hit start too?
Oh, yes. I didn't even realize I had to hit something. Okay.
Technology. Okay. So the first question is, what is your favorite food? Anything green, meat, berries, anything. Let me think.
It's very limiting.
I know. And you have to just...
I feel like I'm just going to say anything.
I know. Darn it. Okay, I'm going to say anything as well. We're going to end up being the same.
You can't have the same wolf as me.
Okay, question 2. You see a kid walking down the street. He sees you and asks you how to get to the candy store. What do you do? 1, tell him how to get there with turn-by-turn directions. 2, pull out a map and circle the candy store before giving it to the kid. 3, scream, get out of my face, kid. 4, say you don't know and avoid any complications.
Oh my God.
5, look around and see if it's closed. If not, point somewhere in the direction and say, it's over there.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Realistically. What
Yeah,
am I gonna do
realistically.
here?
I feel like I know what you're going to do realistically.
So if I'm being honest, I would say I don't know and avoid any
I
complications.
literally was like, if you don't say that as your answer, you're lying.
That's my honest
That is your
answer, so I'm
honest
gonna go with
answer.
it.
Okay, what do you think about me? I think that I don't think I'd be able to maybe turn by turn directions, but I am not good at directions.
I feel like, I mean, if it was on there, you would probably walk him there, like help him along. So that's the closest one.
Turn by turn? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, question 3. As you're waiting in line to buy a ticket to see the movie you've wanted to see for 2 weeks, some kids run out screaming until they get to about a yard away from you. They seem to be talking about the ending and you overhear it. The movie seems boring now. You know how it ends. What do you do? Here's for the first question. Punch those two kids for spoiling it. See the movie anyway. You only know the ending. Mutter a few curses under your breath and walk out of line. You don't know where you're going, but you don't care. The movie was your sole Saturday. Move out of line and go back to your car. No point in seeing a movie that you already know the ending to. Mine would be see the movie anyway, because I accidentally spoil the ending for myself all the time.
Same. For me, it's, I mean, like, I don't like spoilers, but at the same time, it's about getting there.
Exactly. Like, here's an example. I accidentally started reading Werewolf Typhoon instead of Werewolf Chimera. Typhoon instead of Werewolf Chimera, and so I kind of read the end. Mm-hmm. But I was like, well, whatever. I still want to know what happened.
Yeah, you don't know how that
You don't know
happened.
the how, what, where, when, and why.
Right.
So, exactly.
So only the one little thing is spoiled.
Exactly. Okay. Question 4.
Can I just interject real quick?
No, you cannot. This is my show.
This is fun, but this person needs a grammar lesson.
I know, and this was written by a professor or a teacher. Like, these are teacher quizzes. They gave this to a class. I know. That's why I'm struggling to read. Is because I'm like having to like fix it in my brain. Okay.
So all you readers out there, when you go to take this,
yes, just be aware there's going to be grammatical errors. We did not write this. We would fix it if we could. Mm-hmm. Okay. Question 4. You're sitting on the highest branch on the tallest tree you could find. What are you doing there? Searching for a lake. They're really... Oh, my gosh. They just did my pet peeve. Oh, they put THERE instead of they are. Okay. They're really pretty from high up. It was just raining, so I'm looking for a rainbow. Reading a book because I felt like it. Hunting a deer and elk. Or nothing. I'm stuck.
I mean, you know what this podcast is, so I'd be reading.
Yeah, I think of reading as well. All right, question 5. Your best friend got you a camera for your birthday. What do you take pictures of?
Oh my God! That's terrible!
A bloody mess after I beat them up. I didn't want that camera. The wildlife. Anything I feel like. Nothing. I'll leave it back in the back of my closet for some other day. Oh, I love cameras, so I'm going to go with anything I feel like.
I feel like I'd probably take pictures of the wildlife.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'll beat them up.
Whoever made this is very violent.
Right? Oh my gosh. Watch I didn't read the answer, so if they're like weird, I'm so sorry to anybody.
It's fun.
All right. Question 6. After taking a test, you feel like you got 100%. The next day, you get your grade. D, 60%. What went wrong? I don't like the questions and I hate taking tests, so I make paper airplanes.
So why did you think you got 100%? What?
I forgot to study for it and got a D. I have no understanding of the content, but who needs to know most of it anyway?
Oh my God.
I didn't fail the quiz. I'm going to retake it when I have more time. Busy me. Huh.
These are terrible.
I guess if I had to pick one.
I didn't fail the quiz.
Yeah. Or I forgot to I forgot to study and got a D. Because that sounds like me and some of my classes in high school. Sorry, Mom. Question 7. You decided to get a bike, and just as you're buying it, some kid steals all your money. After chasing him for 2 blocks, he collapses and appears to have had a heart attack.
Oh my God.
How old is this kid? He's Benjamin Button. What do you do about that? I wouldn't be in a bike store, but it had to happen. I'd take the money and leave the kid to die. Oh my God. I don't see why I was at a bike store. This person does not like bikes. But since I was there, I'd call 911 and leave without taking my money back. Why would you not take your money back? Call 911 and explain what happened, then leave with your money back to the bike store. I mean, yeah, that's the one.
No, the middle one.
Oh, I'd pick the last one.
Since I'd call 911 and leave without
taking your money? Yeah,
but
sure.
This person... Nobody's staying with the kid? They're going to call 911 and be
and call and explain what happened and then leave with your money. I mean, I'm leaving with
Everyone's
the money.
leaving.
Yep. You must leave the kid as a werewolf.
If the kid stole my money and he's having a heart attack, he needs that money more than I do. I'm going to leave the money. I'm doing it.
I'm taking it. All right. Did you like this quiz? Get out of my face. That's question 8. Get out of my face. Well, it was okay. It was pretty good. A few mistakes here and there. It was the best, no doubt. Okay. I'm going to go.
I really want to say get out of my face.
Do it.
I'm going to do it.
Okay. I'm going to say it was pretty good. A few mistakes here and there. Oh, no.
Okay. Right after I said get out of my face, guess what I got?
What?
Peaceful wolf.
Oh, I got the well-adjusted wolf.
Do you want to read your description?
Sure. The full moon does nothing to you. You phase as you please and enjoy it too. Some days you love being a human and others you spend embracing your inner animal. You love being you and making all of your decisions based on what you feel like. You are somewhere in between an ad. You are somewhere between violence and pacifism. Okay, you can spell pacifism, but you can't figure out which one there, right? And there.
Or your and your.
Yeah, okay. Violence isn't always the answer, but you understand that sometimes it's necessary and aren't shy about using it. As adjusted as you might be, you still enjoy letting the inner animal loose sometimes. Your coat is an auburn with a red highlights. Ooh,
I like that.
Shoot, girl. Okay, what are you?
Okay, you're a bit of a pacifist. You think that violence is never the answer, but you do know that there are times when you don't get to make that call. You love the way your fur moves in the wind, and you're almost never alone. Ugh, I don't know about that. I like to be alone.
You have two little gremlins and a little pup.
Fine.
Kidding, kids, you're not gremlins.
Kind of. They're monsters. Anyways. You hate to be disliked, and you're never mad at your true friends.
Oh my gosh, this is so true. Continue.
You have a way of making everyone you like... You have a way of making everyone like you, and people rarely ever say no. Yikes. Even during a full moon, you keep your cool and try to shake off the wolf feelings. If you get any more nicer, you just might explode in a rainbow of colors.
That's so true.
Your coat is a light brown.
Oh,
boring. Can't I be a rainbow of colors?
Okay, these were kind of spot on, though.
They were kind of.
What is going on? And now my brain hurts because it was so...
Whoever made this quiz was, so focused on getting the end result right. I feel like they just, didn't
the questions
care about
were
the
last.
questions.
Yeah. That was fun, though.
Yeah,
oh my gosh. Okay.
How do I save this? I'm going to save it. I'm going to screenshot it.
I'm going to screenshot it. Oh, no, do not take a picture of it.
Yeah, no, I'm going to take a picture of it.
Oh my God.
That's what I meant when I said screenshot.
It's a Control-Shift-3. You're driving me crazy. Okay. Yeah, that was really fun. Everyone's going to have to let us know what they got. I kind of want to, I'm auburn with red hair.
I really like that. So, I want to know what all the different kinds are.
I know. I saw when I just rage clicked through to see if that actually had answers. I think there was white wolf and a black wolf too, but I don't.
But what is it? So mine was peaceful and yours was something else?
Well adjusted.
Yeah.
I'm well adjusted.
Interesting.
Yeah, people. Oh, read the comments. One has black wolf, peaceful with light brown hair, dangerously beautiful, pure white.
Oh.
Ooh. I like this a lot.
Someone just said black wolf. But what else?
Well, what was it? That's so okay. That was really fun. I can't wait to hear what everyone else got.
I really like that. We gotta do quizzes more often.
And then, hey, if you did get a different answer, tell us what it said because we want to know what other kinds there are.
And if it matched up with you at all.
Yes, if it matched up because ours matched up pretty well, which is creepy.
Yeah, I kind of want to go through and do all the violent answers just to see what it says.
We should opposite day. Oh my gosh, that's so great. Okay. I just had a lot of fun. We definitely have to do more quizzes.
That was way fun. I love that.
I can't wait to hear what everyone else got too because I want to know about the other, what is the pure white wolf?
Please tell us.
Yes, please tell us.
Email, Instagram, Twitter. I don't care. Just tell us.
Twitter.
Tweet it.
Tweet it. Okay, so now we're going to talk about all of the books, shows, movies that we like werewolves in.
Yeah.
You think there's a ton, but there really isn't.
Yeah, well, when I first
that are in my
started,
life,
I was like, okay, like I can only think of one, and it's Weregirl. And then like we talked more, and I was like, oh, okay, like I'm just forgetting a lot of them. Hey, that's really fitting. Your mug. I just realized that.
She has a mug that says Wolf Claw on it. Oh my god, that's great.
That's fitting.
Aw, thanks for giving me that. For the incurable itch, it says.
Yeah, wolf claw powder.
May contain nightshade.
Ooh. Isn't that like deadly?
Yeah, it is. I don't know why it would contain it. Maybe I'm
if you have an incurable itch.
But also, like, what is it that they like have a little bit out of a time? Oh, it's on Teen Wolf. They like have a little bit out of a time to like get themselves immune to it, isn't it? I
don't know. They do that in Three Dark Crowns too.
That's what it is. It's not Teen Wolf. It's Three
So
Dark
close.
All right.
All right. So which one do you want to talk about first?
Okay, let's talk about Harry Potter. Because
okay,
I mean, come on,
yeah,
Harry Potter.
So that was the one. Like, I feel like a fake fan sometimes because like that was one that I was like, well, obviously it has a werewolf, but I forget.
Yeah. Well, also we haven't reread the books in a long time.
It was like 2016. I reread up until book 4 or 5.
Why'd you stop? That's when it gets good.
That's when it gets dark, and I didn't want anyone to die, so I stopped.
When I read the last book, I cry every single time.
Yeah. See, I think
Goblet
of Fire? Isn't that number 4? That's my favorite.
Yeah. That's your favorite? I've always wondered. Everyone, I don't know. I would say it's the first one or the last one because I like how it begins and I like how it ends.
Well, I love the first one too because I always like the beginnings. And the beginning is still happy and fun and carefree.
But then I'm like, the mean part of me is like, oh, I can't wait to cry.
Yeah, no. I always avoid crying at all costs.
Yeah, so we're talking about Remus Lupin, and he is a werewolf.
Yes.
Who else? And then we're gonna talk about this later. I have another fun game.
Yay!
I'm all about games today. I don't know what's going on.
Like it.
And then there's also he's the only good one because there's the bad one is Farron, isn't it? Fenrir.
Fenrir.
We're really good at pronouncing things
We're
today.
super good at it.
But he goes by Greyback, so that's what we're gonna call him.
That's much easier.
So he's the bad guy. He's the one that scratched or turned Lupin.
Oh, okay.
So,
because I feel like I remember that name.
You knew that.
Not...
Yeah. Because Greyback is like in a lot. You'll see him a lot in the movies, and that's the only thing that's frustrating is like I watch the movies a ton because it's easy and they run a lot.
Really.
Yeah, and there's so many differences, and there's also so many details you miss out just by watching the movies.
Yeah.
I was like, watching the books. I just roll my eyes on myself.
Whatever works.
So yeah, so I really like Lupin's one of my favorites. I don't know why. I think it's because he helps Harry, but he's not like too like overbearing. He's just like, and he teaches him the Patronus charm.
Yeah,
like he teaches him a very important skill, and he's the one who actually isn't he the first teacher that's actually taught him something.
Well, and he's like the first defense against the dark arts teacher. That's good.
Exactly.
The only one, right?
The only one. Besides Snape, and that's debatable.
Yeah.
But he was Harry's like father's friend, so he was like kind of like a uncle to him, and so I really like him.
Yeah, I really
that death
him.
Killed me.
I forgot about that death.
Yeah, every year, J.K. Rowling apologizes for her death. I don't know if she's apologized for his death yet.
How rude.
Yeah, which death is the hardest for you? This isn't a Harry Potter podcast, but I'm just curious.
So sorry about the spoilers, but it's been years, so.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, okay. Oh, I do know. It's the Weasley twin.
Really?
Which one is it? God bless. George.
I cry at that part, too.
There is like a comic, I think it is, or it's not a meme. It's something that someone has drawn in about how awful it is every time. Oh my God, what's the other twin? George and Fred. Oh my God.
Oh, I thought you were joking.
No, anytime Fred looks in the mirror, like he just sees what he's missing.
Well, and you also lose a part of yourself. Like I have friends that are twins, and they don't realize it, that they mimic each other. They know when each other is going to do, they know when each other is sad. It's crazy. And so, like, to lose that half of yourself would be, like, devastating.
And I just can't imagine being Molly Weasley either. And
losing a child.
Yeah.
I cry at that part in the movie, too. Okay, so, like, mine... God, that one's pretty hard.
It is
but
hard.
Weirdly enough, Hedwig hurt my soul.
That was the one I was going to pick, and then I remembered George.
Yeah, because of that. And then I think Sirius really hurt me just because it was like Harry was this close to being like having a family.
Yeah, that one was really rough.
And it was like his father.
Like, he was just gone.
Yeah. And yeah, it's just
because he went through that door thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so Lupin, let's get back to
sorry.
we're back to Werewolves. So like Lupin's one and Greyback are the only people I could think of from Harry Potter. I think that werewolves are pretty extinct in Harry Potter lore, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, please. Because like we said, it's been a while since we read the books.
Definitely. So yeah, I wrote a little bit about them for our game, so I'll wait for that so I don't not repeating myself. Then we were also brainstorming, and I was like, oh, the mortal instruments because of Luke.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Because he's a werewolf.
Since I read those, but it's been a lot less time since I read those, so I should remember the details.
Yeah. Well, he's Clary Fairchild's pseudo stepfather. I mean, he's dating her mom, and he's close with the family, and they're really close. And he's a werewolf. He got turned forcibly.
And doesn't he have a group of werewolves?
Yes, he has a pack. It's called
That's what it's called, a pack. Oh my god.
Yeah, I can't remember. They have a diner that they work at, and
Oh, so I have a T-shirt with that diner.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I think it says staff or something, so it looks like I work there.
Where'd you get that
I can't
from?
think what the diner's called. She ran like a campaign. Yeah,
how dare you?
I know.
I
think it was before I converted you.
Oh.
Oh no! I'm sorry. Nope. I'm talking about a different series.
What are you talking about?
Children shouldn't play with dead things.
You got a T-shirt from that?
Yeah. I'm so sorry. He has a diner too, though. Is that like a thing with wolves?
I think so.
My bad.
I'm trying to think of what their diner is called, though.
No, I got a T-shirt of the other one. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead.
I can't believe you got... Oh, Jade Wolf. It's called the Jade Wolf. It was a restaurant, not a diner.
Okay.
But I can't believe you got a T-shirt. We're going to have to discuss this because I didn't know and I want it.
I'll show it to you.
How dare you. So, Luke was one of the werewolves I thought of. I also thought of Maya because we like Maya.
She was one of my favorite characters.
I really like her. I didn't... and then I think we don't really get that close to a lot of the other pack members. The only other person I thought of was... Sorry, I'm like leaning away. The only person I thought of was Bat Velasquez. And he's like Maya's first friend.
Oh, okay. I kind of
You kind of remember him. He's like second to her and stuff like that. So they're friends. And a little more sometimes.
Yeah.
So I thought about them. I really like the Mortal Instruments. You were so on it.
Yeah, I liked Infernal Devices better.
I love me some Infernal Devices.
I guess I don't know if it's because of the setting or just because I hated Clary so much. I'm so sorry if anyone loves them.
A lot of people hated her.
And I hate Jace too.
See, I didn't mind them, but I also think I just was in love with the series so much that I didn't care.
I really like the world.
Yes, I love the world.
You know, if she wrote a book on Maya, I would read that. Like a whole spin-off thing on them. There's a couple other characters I really liked that I was like, okay, if they had a spin-off, I would read that. Jem Carstairs is my favorite.
Oh, yeah, I love him. But you haven't read Lady Midnight. You haven't read any of those. Oh, it's so good. No, I was
too mad at Cassandra Clare to continue.
But it's those little kids that, you really need to read because they're all grown up and it's so good.
I have Lady Midnight.
And it's a female lead, like Clary, but she's strong. Like, she's strong like Jace.
She's not whiny.
No, she wants to be stronger than Jace. That's her goal, is to be stronger than Jace. And, like, she's, like, powerful, and she's the leader, and it's really good.
I'm so sorry. I don't ever want to talk negatively about books on here. So if you love it, that's great.
I love it. You're hurting my feelings.
And I love it and whatever, but it just didn't sit well with me.
Yeah, I liked Clary, but that's just, I like everybody.
Yeah, I just have a weird thing too about young relationships.
Yeah, she does. So she's negative, and I'm okay with it because I'm a hopeless romantic. So that's probably why I like them, is because I'm a hopeless romantic.
She was just so obsessed with him. I wanted to smack her and be like, "Girl, He's your brother, first of all. Or you think he is.
I was going to say, spoilers? No, I'm just kidding. It's been out for a while. And she's not.
Yeah.
It's not incest. Even though, like, it's a little weird that people, like, were, like, okay with it. Like, I wasn't okay. I was like, okay, they should stop liking each other.
So, since I already talked about it, should we just go ahead to... Or are we done with that one? I'm sorry.
Yeah, we are.
Should we move on to children shouldn't play with
Yeah,
dead
we
things,
should, because I've got a bone to pick with you because I want that T-shirt. I can't believe a T-shirt and you've never showed it to me.
It's called the...
I'm not helping you now.
Howl at the Moon Cafe or something?
Struggle.
Am I wrong?
Struggle on your own.
I hate you.
I actually don't. I can't remember.
It's not going to be on Google.
No. When did you get the shirt though?
It was a while. That like
was it
honestly,
before I read it?
I feel like that was before I converted you to this fandom.
Oh, okay.
But she ran like this campaign. Like before she did it, she said, "Would anyone buy this?" And everyone's like, "Yeah." And then she ran the campaign, and I was the only one who bought a shirt. So then I think she opened it back up for again because it was one of those campaigns, kind of like what is that? Jared Padalecki and so remember how they did it and it was like a timed thing and you had to do it with so many days. I wonder if I could
reach out to her and be like, "Hey, do you have any of those T-shirts left?"
Well, I think she's got a some kind of website with merch now. I'm pretty sure she does.
I'm a huge fan. I don't know about this. Like, what the heck?
But yeah, I think that. Oh yeah, I want to say the cafe is called like Howl.
Yeah. So let's explain because I mean I feel like this is one of those series that a lot of people don't know about, but they need. To. I keep hitting my microphone. I am so sorry. I'm just using my hands a lot today. It's so no one knows about it, but it's it's a great series because it has a world just like Cassandra Clare. Only there's all these different beings and there's all these like. I feel like it's way more in depth.
Yeah, and it's like that because it's paranormal fantasy. So it's within our real world, but there's these creatures. Mm-hmm. And
there's also creatures I've never encountered before, like necromancer and...
Because that's what the main character is. Ember.
Mm-hmm, Ember.
She's a necromancer. Right? Yes.
Right.
God, it's been a while since I read that, too.
Yeah, sorry, I'll bring up the website so we can see all the people's names.
And then she's got cousins that she meets, and they are twins.
Yes, they are.
But all three of them were born on the same day.
Exactly. So it's Ember, Lonergan?
Yeah.
Kai Lonergan and Tristan Lonergan. Kai can transport people from... He transports the dead, correct? He's a
like I remember, and
he's a like kind of like a Grim Reaper in a sense.
Oh yeah, he's a Reaper.
Is he a
Tristan
Reaper?
Is a
Banshee.
She's
a Banshee. She screams.
Yeah.
And so yeah, they were separated, and I can't remember why. And good thing because we don't want to spoil it because I'm gonna reread the series actually.
Something to do with their parents.
Mm-hmm. And so
Ember had no idea of any of these powers when
she was just living with her. Yeah, she was just living with her alcoholic dad, and
she has a affinity for graveyards.
Yes,
she doesn't really know why.
She works at a place where they embalm, like a funeral home, and she doesn't understand it. She's really weird, and she doesn't get it, and like that's why it's because she's a necromancer. Yeah, and a necromancer is
someone who can raise the dead.
Exactly.
I had to think.
Someone who can. Next question. And then this also has werewolves. So there's Issa.
Isa.
I don't know. I say Issa, and you say Isa. Isa. Issa I'm gonna just have my notes in front of me. Issa McGowan. Here, let me look. Oh my God, we're just butchering names today.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
McGowan.
Yeah.
Issa McGowan, Reese.
Yeah.
McGowan, and Ren Davies.
Yeah.
So they're the werewolves that they call it their pack, and they have the cousins in their pack.
Yeah, they consider them.
Yeah, they've taken them in, and they've taken like that's what's strange about this pack in this world is that no one else does this. Right. But they're just like a bunch of misfits, and it's great, and they call them their pack. And so, it's
Isa.
I'm just gonna say Isa.
I don't know. You could be right, but that's
I'm
how
probably
I
not.
said it.
I'm way worse at pronouncing. So Isa and Ren are together. They are soulmates? Nope.
Partners? No.
Nope.
Mates.
Close.
They're mates. Yeah. Isn't that what wolves do?
But they're betrothed to each other.
Oh,
they're betrothed. Okay. But they don't
And she's the alpha.
But she's the alpha, and he doesn't mind. He wants her to be the alpha. Like, he doesn't want to be in charge, which is really cool. And then Reese is her younger brother, and he has a mega crush on Kai.
Yep.
And like
they're adorable.
Yes, they're like our favorites. They're so cute. But I love like at the beginning, like he doesn't understand why he's so protective of Kai, but then mad at Kai all the time, and like Kai is just like, ah.
Oh, and the author, we should say.
Oh yeah, probably. Sorry.
Martina
McAtee.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
how did you find her?
She's an indie.
Yes, she's
independent author.
Yep, she's from Florida. I don't know why I know that.
She does have a publishing company technically now. It's called Seven Sisters, but she is one of the co-founders of Seven Sisters Publishing. I don't remember. Like I'm pretty sure it's because of Bookstagram. I saw someone else post a picture of the books, and I was like, "What is this?"
Well, the books are like really cool.
The covers are so pretty.
She has an author or artist, and I can't think of her name, but yeah, you'll have to look it up. Well, I'll put it in the show notes.
Yeah, we're gonna link all of it. But the covers they're one of those covers where you look at it and you see a thing, and then the longer you look at it, you're like, "Oh my god!" Because they all have like a skull somehow and like smoke, and it's so pretty.
Yeah, and I remember you told me about her, and so I went on Amazon and I bought the book I think it was I just bought the first one.
Yep.
And it was one of those, you have those books that like bring you back into like reading a ton, and that was one of them where I was like, this is amazing. It makes me want to read more, and it's such a hidden gem of a book.
It really
I feel like
is.
everyone needs to read this book. I can't talk more about it because I'm such a big fan of her writing.
So
and I will always say that, like, her writing and the way she thinks of things and how everything is melded together in this world is amazing. And she's also a nurse. She also works and she has kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she has this publishing company. Like, she does it all. It's insane.
And she's got a Facebook group, so if you read the books, or even if you don't,
join the group. Martina's Deadlings.
Yes, because it's so fun. It's just fun.
It is fun to like talk. She's very interactive with all of us, and it's just fun to like talk about and have a place where we can like brainstorm and like be like, oh my god, like I saw this, and she's like, I'm glad someone figured that out,
and she gives you sneak peeks. So there's 3 books currently in the series,
and then there's one coming out next month.
Oh, it's next month. Oh my god! And there's a prequel that's about Isa and Ren and how they got together,
and that's out because I just got done reading that, and it's so interesting because then you get to understand the dynamic because when it comes in, they're already together. Yeah, so you also get to see the kids young,
baby Reese.
Yes, baby Reese. He's so cute.
They're all so cute. So I'm terrible, and I can't remember his name. I was gonna tell you who my favorite character is.
If you say Silas, I'll punch you.
It's not. I don't even think she's got him on there. He's like a secondary character, and he's in the second book. I haven't read the third one yet because I'm terrible. But he is the one that works in the tattoo shop, and he's got the dragon tattoo.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Eric or something. I can't remember.
He's a warlock.
Yeah,
I can't remember
his name. I love him. Like the second she described him on the page, I was like, "Oh, I just love him so much."
I like Mace. I know.
Yeah,
I'm predictable.
Yeah, thought.
And everyone hates Silas. She did a poll in her Facebook group that says, "Who do you want to die next?" And it was like 100% Silas.
There's a hashtag Death to Silas.
I love that. So yeah, if you have not heard of this book series, check it out. You will be in love just as much as us.
Yep. It's the Dead Thing series. Yes. Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things is the first book. And you can get it on Kindle. Is it on Kindle Unlimited?
It's on Kindle Unlimited.
Okay.
For free.
Yeah.
So that is amazing. You should definitely check it out.
Go read it. No excuses.
No. It's amazing.
And then join the group.
Yes. Join us.
Yeah, that's basically like she introduces new people, or she like announces when a bunch of new people have join the group, and everyone's like, she's like, okay, now tame yourselves, don't be creepy,
and all of us saying the creepiest gifts we can think of. So if you're weird, you're welcome to join us.
It's fun. It's so much fun.
Okay, I want to talk about Twilight. Okay, when you think of werewolf, you automatically think of Twilight. I'm sorry,
it's true.
I'm still a Twihard. I know people are like, oh, I'm over it. I'm not over it. I'm sorry.
So it's not a book that I want to reread because I want it to stay the way it was when I first read it.
Ah.
Because I first read it in college.
Me too.
My roommate had all the books.
I rage bought all the books. That's my first Amazon purchase ever. Was all the Twilight books.
Oh my God, really?
And then it was a week off of school. We had like vacation and I didn't go anywhere because I was a freshman, and so I just read all of them in a week.
So it was when I lived at Sterling, and one of my roommates had all the books, and she was talking about how good they were, and I think it was right around the time the movies were coming out.
Yep, because the first one was coming out, and that's when I bought all of them.
And so I just remember reading all of, what is there? There's 4? I read all of them in a week. Like, I couldn't put them down. I was obsessed. And it wasn't until after I got done, and I think it was when I watched the movies, that I was like, there's some problematic stuff in here. But God, at the time, it was just so addictive.
Because it was something new. I had never read anything like it.
And that's what got me back into reading at that point. And it got me into YA, really. Because I don't remember reading YA as a teen.
No, I didn't either, honestly, because like we just read.
I mean, we read like Gossip Girl and stuff.
Yeah, but we weren't into the whole world of reading. You know what I mean? Kindles weren't really popular or even at all
they
back
weren't even
then.
out. No. We're kind of old.
We are aging ourselves. So yeah, there wasn't any Kindle, and it wasn't really accessible. And so and then in that time we were up at college, so we weren't going to a library regularly.
Well, and then when we were teens,
anymore.
like I remember going to the library with my mom, and like I would just read what she was reading. So I read a lot of mysteries and maybe not necessarily age appropriate stuff, but that's what I didn't know what else to read. And our like YA section, teen section at our library was tiny.
Yeah. So like I would read like Gossip Girl, and I would read like the R.L. Stein books because
and we read Georgia. Snogging.
Oh,
furry pants and snogging.
Yes, it's I should know this. I have all of them still. Because I didn't have one because one got ruined, so I went and found it on Book Outlet. Angus Thongs in Full Frontal Snogging.
Yes.
And they came out the movie too. I haven't seen it yet. So we read those, and I say I read like things we were reading at school, like things were you reading in school, like you read To Kill a Mockingbird, so I rented it from the library and checked it out from the library. So I just like read that kind of stuff. Harry Potter.
But we
and
read like the big ones that everyone's read, or like that were really widely
because we're from a small town,
Yeah.
and so I hardly had internet, so it was like, oh, if you heard about it, then you got it. Like I heard about Harry Potter because a kid from Grinnell, and my mom heard about it at work, and she bought me the first
read
one.
about it in the paper, and so she told me about it, and then I put my name on the waiting list at the library.
Yeah, like that's okay, guys. This is like we were from small town.
Yeah, no, that's how old we are too. Is we remember the first Harry Potter book coming out.
Like her husband makes fun of us all the time because in high school we were still playing like hacky sack, and like we were like watching cartoons. Like there wasn't a lot of things. Like we had basic cable. Like there was no internet. So
and when you got on the internet, then no one could use the phone.
Yes, and our moms liked to use the phone, so we liked to use the phone every day. We would call each other.
But back to Twilight.
Oh yeah, we just got off on an
Sorry about that.
aging ourselves tangent. So Twilight, I'm guilty. Every Halloween, I still watch the series. Because,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, because it's Twilight. I don't know. And then I have a friend who's like a twihard. She has like the Barbie. She has like everything.
Oh, wow.
And so I think I'm going to rewatch it with her because I think watching it with her will be really fun because she like is so in love with it. I still like the general. I do this thing where if there's problematic things, I just ignore them.
Yeah, well.
And I also pretend that it's like not, I know it's set in real world, but I pretend it's not. So then it makes it somewhat okay that they're like getting married at the age of 18.
Well,
because
that's the other thing. I think I feel like if I reread it, I wouldn't like her because I feel like she's just like Clary, like so obsessed with him.
Yeah, you're right. You won't.
Calm down.
Don't read it over again.
You're like 15.
See, I always think of it as like they're older / they're not in this world / all this. I try to like make it not realistic. You wouldn't like it.
Well, and the reason that this bothers me is because I was a dumb 15-year-old.
Yeah, and so. I'm a hopeless romantic. Always have been, always will be. So I totally like it.
I don't like the choices I made. So when other girls in these books are making those choices, I'm like, stop it, stop doing that.
Yeah, I totally get where you're coming from. But yeah, I enjoy it. So
Wolves
the Wolves,
in Twilight.
I enjoy the story. I like that they change because of a reason, not because they're bitten. It's not a bad thing in Twilight if you think about it. You know what I mean? Some of the books, I guess it's not a bad thing, and children shouldn't play with things.
It's like a family thing.
It's a family thing.
Okay.
It's a not a rite of passing, but it's something like that they do to protect the people around them, which is really neat.
Yep, because they're protecting the town.
Exactly. They have a pact with the Cullen family, but that's it. So when other vampires that are attacking people come, they start changing and becoming werewolves, which I think is really neat.
Mm-hmm. So who's your favorite werewolf? Is it Jacob?
I think it's probably Sam, the youngest. You probably don't remember him. It's Sam Clearwater. Okay, I just watched the movie, so I remember everything. So Jacob, when he goes off, when he leaves the pack, and Leah and Sam come with him, I think I like Sam. He's so cute, and he's like, "Hey, Jacob, I won't bother you at all." And he's like, following him around. He's like, "You need to stop following me." He's like, "You need to stop talking." He's like, "Okay, I can stop talking. I can stop talking right now." And he's like so cute. So I think he's my favorite.
Isn't it like book 2 or 3 where like Edward is gone the whole book?
2.
And she just like hangs out with Jacob?
2.
And I remember when I was reading it, I hated it. I was like, where's Edward? I want him back.
Oh,
but now
really?
like looking back, I'm like, I really like Jacob.
If you watch it, like, or if you like, I've watched the movies or read it again, you'll like Jacob. Like I definitely love both of them now. Like I was like team Edward, but now I'm like team both of them. I like them both.
Team both.
Team both. So yeah, so you probably like Jacob because that's all you can. Yeah. So you like
that's all I can remember.
All right, cool. Okay, I'm going to talk about Teen Wolf. I'm going to talk because you've never seen it.
Nope.
Okay.
Not at all.
Teen Wolf is amazing. You should watch it. It's
TV
over.
show?
TV show on MTV. It's over now, so you can binge it.
It's also a movie with Michael J. Fox, right?
Yes. Okay. That is aging us a lot.
I don't think we were alive when that came out.
No, but I still watched it when I was little.
Yeah.
A lot. Because I loved it. I can still remember all of it. And I watched Buffy. Do you remember the original Buffy?
I didn't watch Buffy.
You didn't? No, the original movie Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, there's an original movie.
No.
Yep.
Oh my.
I did watch Buffy the TV show too. But Teen Wolf is about Scott. He gets bitten, and he's like this geeky teen, not geeky, but he's unpopular. He has an inhaler. He's a bench warmer, and then he gets bit, and his whole life changes. And it's about his best friend Styles, and it's really good. You should watch it. And we don't have to talk about it a lot because it's not really a book, and it's going to come up in the game later. So I just wanted to talk about how that's one of the wolves.
It was on, what was it on?
MTV.
Okay. So do you know if it's available anywhere? Like Hulu,
I don't.
Netflix?
I honestly don't, but I really hope it is because I want to rewatch it. I'll look it up.
And then we can link it. And,
that's
maybe
a good
someday
point.
I can get around to watching it.
You do need to get around to watching it.
Do you know how many seasons it lasted?
It looks like it's on Amazon Prime.
Oh, sweet.
And I think there is 6 seasons, but
Oh, wow. I didn't realize it was on them.
Yeah, and the main guy, I can't think of it. Yeah, it's 6 seasons. And the main actor, Tyler Posey, actually got to direct some of the episodes.
Really?
In the late season. Yeah, he basically was the reason it stayed on so long is because he was so passionate. I mean, the whole cast was so passionate about it and about the story. And they encounter different creatures in folklore that are like they come to life, and it's really interesting. Like there's like mad scientists, there's like chimeras, there's all these different things that come to it, but it also ends really well. But the last season was so good because it was very like dark. So it's kind of like Harry Potter where it goes, it's like light, darker, like people actually die.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's so good.
So are they the like bitten kind of wolf or the like hereditary kind?
There is hereditary and there's bitten. So the Hales are a family of werewolves, and Derek Hale is a main character, and Scott is bitten. And so and sometimes it doesn't say if they were bitten, but so it's Beacon Hills, and it's a beacon for the paranormal. So it starts off with Scott, but as the pack and as these things get bigger, there's a banshee. And as these things happen, more people are drawn to it. And at the end, towards the end of the series, it's like people are so drawn to it that something has to happen to clear some of them out. I don't want to spoil anything. But yeah, so it's really good. But the Hales, there was a fire, and so a lot of them passed away. So Derek is like one of the only Hales left. And so him and Scott become friendly. Sometimes they hate each other, sometimes friendly. But my favorite character is Styles, played by Dylan O'Brien. He's just this goofy sidekick who's like nerdy, and he's into all the stuff. Like he's the one who like I can think of like the Always Sunny, where he's like pointing at the wall and there's a bunch of red lines. Scott does that.
Oh my goodness.
All the time. And he's always like freaking out and pointing. He's like, this is why. And he's the sheriff's son. And the sheriff is like one of my favorites as well. So it's really good. I think you would like it. Yeah.
Someday.
And then the last thing that we're going to talk about is
Weregirl.
I'm glad we saved this for last because
Yeah.
I am enjoying this book so much.
I like it a lot. So I think this one's a little different in that we only know 2 werewolves.
Yes.
The rest of the wolves in the book are wolves,
like actual wolves. And it's not like a side. How do I say it? Like a fantasy? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like it's not like the others, but I don't know how to explain why. Because it's more of like it goes into like when a lot of them don't go into when they're wolves.
Right.
This goes into in depth her as a wolf, how she thinks, how she feels, how she communicates, what she does to change, what comforts her, what comforts wolves. Like it goes way into depth of wolves instead of goes into depth as a person, but you actually get to. She actually is a wolf. She's like, oh, I'm panting. Oh, I have paws. She's very self-aware.
She like thinks different. As a wolf,
definitely. And it's hard for her to remember things. It takes her a bit to come back as a human and vice versa.
Yeah, and sometimes she's got to remind herself to become a human again.
Exactly. And her wolf, she has instincts, and she has wolf instincts that she knows, like, because wolves don't talk, so she has to know by instinct and by, like, movements how to communicate with other wolves, which is really interesting.
Yeah. And so this one also has wolves that are hereditary.
Yes.
Luke. And then wolves that are bitten. Nessa.
Yes, exactly. And bitten isn't a bad thing. Bitten means that they need help.
Right. And she was... No, I don't want to say it. Anyways, okay.
Why?
I don't want to say who she was bitten by.
Why?
Who was she bitten by? Do I remember?
She's just bitten by the alpha wolf.
Oh,
it's not a person. It's just
so that's the
it's a
other
pack.
thing. It's not a werewolf that
No,
bit her.
it's a wolf.
Just a wolf.
Yeah, and the wolves basically, it's an honor to be bitten by one because it means that they need help, and
they chose her.
They chose her because she was caring enough to. They knew that she would help them, and they needed human help, so they chose to change her.
Yeah,
it's a really interesting story.
It is, and then the second book kind of gets into the
evil corporation things. And the other and
chimera. So it gets into like other what do I want to say? Like paranormal
creatures.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm really excited. I'm reading that right now. So
Chimera. Yes. And then I'm getting ready to start the third one, Typhoon.
And is it the last one?
Yep. I'm pretty sure it's the last one.
Hopefully she writes more.
No.
Oh, we didn't say who it was by.
C.D. Bell.
C.D. Bell. Oh, I said it in the beginning. Huh?
Yep. Did you read the thing at the end about how, I think it was at the end of the first book, about how they came up with like...
No, tell me.
So it sounded like it was like a group, and I don't remember any names or like what the group was, but they were talking about this concept and they wanted to write a werewolf book. So they kind of talked out the concept of how this was going to play out in like the corporation and all this stuff. And then she sat down and wrote it. But there's something else I was going to say about that.
That's really cool. They'll have to read it in order to read about it.
Yeah. There was something else. It's gone.
Good
this is how I brain.
You're like, and it's gone. Okay, yay. Okay, it's my turn to play the game. Okay,
yeah, I'm
so
excited.
I was like, I really want to compare these werewolves from all of these different books and shows. So I thought of a game called Marry, Make Out, Murder.
Yeah.
Or Make Out, Marry, Murder. Okay, I'll cut that out. Hold on. So I thought of this game called Make Out, Marry, Murder.
Yay.
Instead of the, blank, marry, kill.
Yeah.
We thought this would be fun, and it's a werewolf edition, so we can play it again with other characters. Okay, so I'm going to list the characters, and then you have to pick which ones for which. And everyone has to play along.
So you're picking two?
Yes, I'm going to pick. I just wrote these down. I haven't really thought about it yet. I just wanted to get all it on paper. And everyone else at home needs to play too.
Yes, tell us your picks.
Yes, and there's girls and boys. I wanted to mix it up. So everyone can play no matter what you identify as and what you're attracted to. All right, so the first one's Harry Potter.
Okay.
And some of these are a stretch. Okay, give it to me. I needed 3. Okay, so Harry Potter is Remus Lupin. And I'm going to read a little description in case you've never read the books or to refresh your memories. Okay, Remus Lupin was afflicted with lycanthropy.
Yeah.
during his childhood by Greyback as revenge against Lupin's father, Lyle, who insulted werewolves by saying they were better off dead. So as revenge, he affected Remus Lupin.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's really sad.
Yeah.
All right, so the next one is Fenrir Greyback. He wants to bite and infect as many people as possible so he can create a werewolf army and take over the wizarding community. Yeah.
Okay,
so
who's
that's
to say just because you bite them, they're going to join your little army?
exactly.
Did
Little flawed.
Rude.
Okay, and then the last one is Bill Weasley. Now, I know Bill Weasley isn't a werewolf, but he had facial wounds from Greyback during that were cursed and could not be treated. This was during the Battle of the Astronomy Tower that was in the... How many books? 7? Mm. So it was in the 6th. It was in Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince.
Okay.
He did not become a werewolf, but he did develop a liking for very rare steaks.
Ooh. Okay, and Bill is...
Oh, and a side note, I read this and I thought it was really interesting. Fleur de Fleur, I can't say her name.
Yep, I know who you're talking about.
Okay.
I think everyone knows.
Sorry, guys. I don't have it written down in front of me and I can't pronounce.
Fleur Delacour.
Yes, Fleur. Okay, so her and Bill were together, but she was very like upfront and in your face, and apparently Molly and Ginny didn't like her. But then after the attack, she still loved him, and that's when they knew that she was the right girl.
They were like warmed to her.
Exactly, because she took care of him and said that she was always going to take care of him. So that's a fun fact. All right, so make out, marry, murder, Greyback, Lupin, and Bill Weasley.
Okay, so... Okay, murder is Greyback.
Yeah, that's easy. He needs to be murdered.
Super easy. Marry Bill Weasley and make out Lupin. I love me some Weasleys.
No explanation. I do love that. Okay, but I don't know. Okay, so obviously murder Greyback because duh. And then I thought I would say make out with Bill and marry Lupin. I love Lupin.
I love Lupin too, but I really love me some Weasleys.
Yeah.
So I mean, marry, make out.
Exactly. Yeah,
and hey, if I marry Bill Weasley, I get to be in that Weasley family.
Yeah.
And Molly Weasley.
But I thought if I marry Lupin. Darn it. Yeah. But then
sad ending for that marriage.
Oh man, that means I die.
Wait, well, yeah.
Screw it, I'm doing it anyway.
That means I die.
Wait a second, that means I die. Okay, so next is Weregirl.
Okay.
All right, so I will because I know probably a lot of people haven't got to experience this amazing book yet. All right, so the first one is Nessa Kurland. She was bitten by the alpha wolf, who needed her help to stop Paravita.
Yeah.
A corrupt corporation who is testing on kids and werewolves in her town. She can turn between wolf and human when she wants to. The second is Luke Resituli. I think I'm saying that right. He is half human, half wolf. He has been able to turn to a wolf since he was a child. At the age of 18, he must turn into a full wolf. It is an honor to his family. He is known as the Grey Wolf. And then the last one, because I had to stretch it, is the aggressive wolf. One of the wolves that has been tortured and experimented on by Paravita.
And yeah, because there's not
not another one. Unless there is in Typhoon, but we don't know it, so.
Yeah. So you want me to go first?
Yes, please.
So murder that terrible wolf.
Yep.
What did we call him?
Aggressive wolf.
Aggressive wolf.
That's what we kept calling him.
Murder that guy.
Murder him.
Let's see. Oh, man.
Nessa and Luke. I know. All right.
Okay. Make out Nessa, marry Luke, and then I can be a wolf forever.
Because you would choose to be a wolf forever with Luke? Oh, okay. I'm the opposite. I was like, well, I'm going to make out with Luke, and then I'm going to marry Nessa because she can do both, and then she can bite me, and then I can do both, and then we'll both do both. Ha.
True.
Nope, you're a wolf forever.
I'm fine. It's fine. It's Luke, so me and Luke are wolves together.
Yep.
Forever.
Together forever. Okay, next is Twilight.
Okay.
So, make out, marry, murder. Jacob Black, so I'll go over Jacob, becomes a werewolf when evil vampires come to Forks. He is one of the main love interests of Bella Swan. Sam Yulee. Sam is a pack leader. He was the first of his generation to become a werewolf, so he was the one who led everybody else and taught everyone else how to be a werewolf. So he didn't know at first, so he was very scared. He had to figure it out all on his own. And then the last person
he's
is
the leader, pack leader.
Yes, he's the alpha. And then Leah Clearwater. She dated Sam before Sam found his soulmate, her cousin Emily. So she was dating Sam before he turned. He turned, came back. Her cousin Emily was there, and he imprinted on her. And so that means that's like mating, like they're like soulmates.
Yeah.
She was bitter about it because she didn't understand because she was still a human. So then she became a werewolf when her father had a heart attack.
Oh,
and so then she was with the pack until she imprinted. She still had those angry feelings, but she eventually got over them when she understood what imprinting was.
Okay.
All right, so make out, marry, murder, Jacob, Sam, and Leah.
There's not a bad one.
Nope.
How do I choose?
They're gonna start being like that.
I don't like it. Okay, let's just do the easiest.
Mm-hmm.
Let's marry Jacob.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know who to murder. This is terrible.
I know, right?
Can we play make out, marry?
Nope. Gotta murder somebody.
Okay. Listen, he's a pack leader. Let's murder Sam.
Yeah.
And then what's my last?
Leah.
Leah.
Make out with Leah. Okay. Okay. I think I'm going to marry Jacob too, just because I like. Okay, if this is spoilers because you haven't seen Twilight, I'm sorry. I like at the end that he becomes his own alpha because he was supposed to be alpha. His bloodline was supposed to be alpha, but he let Sam be alpha because he didn't think he wanted it because he didn't know what he wanted. He was very confused. So at the end, he chooses to be his own alpha, which is really nice. So I'll marry him, and Leah and Sam go with him because she doesn't want to. And werewolves can hear each other's thoughts in Twilight, and so she doesn't want to hear Sam and Emily anymore. So she wants to go off, and then Sam obviously wants to follow his sister.
Wait, there's two Sams?
No, there's only one.
So confused.
Sam Clearwater.
Yeah. Sam wants to follow his sister?
Maybe I'm not saying the right one. Oh my god, it's not Sam. It's hold on. Bloody hell. Everyone from Twilight is just gonna be murdering me right now. Dun 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 dun.
There's Sam Yulee.
Yeah, that's the Sam I'm talking about.
The pack leader?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a pack leader. Oh, he's a pack leader. But where's the Clearwater?
Harry?
I know. Oh, Seth.
Oh,
Seth is the young boy. Okay, I was wrong. I'm so sorry. Back up to earlier. Seth is the young young kid that I really like. So Seth is Seth Clearwater. I don't know why I mixed that up. Anyway, so
they're close.
Yeah, S's. So I'll marry Jacob. I think I'm gonna kill Leah only because she's really, really, really annoying in the books. And then I will make out with Sam.
Okay.
Yay!
That was a hard one.
That was a hard one. Okay, Teen Wolf. Now this is gonna be easy for you because you don't really have any connection to anybody. So it's make out, marry, murder. Scott McCall, Derek Hale, and Malia Tate, and I will tell you about them. So Scott McCall. Scott was bitten by Peter Hale, who killed his niece Laura Hale to take over as alpha. Scott is a true alpha because he's able to overcome his aggressive behavior and embrace his humanity with the help of his best friend Styles. Oh. And a true alpha is very hard to get.
Harry Styles?
Harry Styles.
The werewolf. Get it? I'm so sorry.
Wow! That was a dad joke right there. All right, we're gonna have to go end this podcast right now.
I'm not sorry.
Okay, then there's Derek Hale, born as a beta in the Hale pack. He lost his family to a fire and had to so he lost his family to a fire, thought he lost his uncle, came back, found out his uncle killed his sister, and then wanted revenge on him. Peter Hale, who bit Scott.
Okay.
Then Malia Tate, she was born from a werewolf and a werecoyote.
Yeah. What?
Real
That's
cool.
A thing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
See, you need to. It's so cool. So she became a werecoyote. She became a werecoyote. She found out she was unintentionally taking a portion of her mom's powers.
Oh.
So
because her mom was the werecoyote.
Mm-hmm, and werecoyotes when they lose their powers when they have kids. So she took a bunch of her power from her. And so Laura Hale was the pack leader who died, who got killed by Peter, hid her from Peter because he was such an evil person, and she didn't want him to find out that he had a kid, so she wiped his memories and took her and hid her. But her mom tried to kill her and ended up killing her adoptive family. So she's resented by her mother, and her father, Peter Hale, does not know about her.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so it's
tragic.
I know. So Mary make out murder.
I don't know who I'm supposed to
Make
murder
out Mary
here.
murdered.
Girl.
Scott, Derek, and Malia.
I have no information on these characters.
I know. Just pick.
Girl.
I can go first.
Yeah, do that.
Okay, so I am going to marry Derek Hale because he's really hot, and you don't know what he looks like, but I can show you if you want.
I believe you.
And he's a dark brooding type. And then I think I would make out with Malia because I like her and she's cool. And then I think I'm gonna have to kill Scott only because he's like super like righteous.
Yeah.
And that's not me.
So I like your choices, and I'm just gonna play that game where I copy you.
Okay, that's fine because you don't know. That's a good point.
I really don't. Like, I
Everyone
wrote their
at
names
home
down. Like, I'm gonna pick this educationally, but I
Nothing.
don't even know what they look like. Not that it matters.
All
but
right.
I know.
Children shouldn't play with dead things.
No.
Yes, I know. Have fun with this because it's Isa, Reese, and Ren. So, yep. So Isa
You're
McGowan
evil.
is the pack leader at Bellhaven. She is with Ren Davies, but is not married because she wants to keep her alpha status.
Oh.
Yeah. Then Reese McGowan is the younger brother of Isa. He has trouble controlling his wolf, especially around his crush, Kai. And then Ren Davies is betrothed to Issa. Ren came to Issa's pack to save a young elemental fae, Neoma, from his father and pack leader. And then
she's
fell
part
in
of their
love
pack
with her.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
All right.
God. I hate you.
Make out, marry, murder.
How do I choose?
I know. I think I definitely want to marry Reese. I love him.
I do love him. God, this is so difficult. Okay, so you're picking Mary Reese.
Mm-hmm. And then I think I want to make out with Ren and kill Isa. Only because, like, I think she's amazing. I just feel like she's so, like, she's so strong and stubborn. I don't think we'd get along. So, sorry, I'm murdering her.
So we have completely different. I picked mine and it's completely different. Okay.
Tell me your reasons.
So, make out Reese.
Uh-huh.
To be honest, I don't think he would enjoy that make out.
No, he wouldn't.
So
he wouldn't enjoy
loves
game.
Kai,
Yeah.
And I can't take him from Kai.
Well,
so I can't marry him.
Well, I'm marrying him. So he's just gonna have to suck it.
I would marry Isa.
Mm-hmm.
She's alpha. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
And I like her.
But after reading the recent one, you murder Ren. He's saved.
I haven't read the new one.
You haven't read the off one.
No, I haven't read that either.
Then that's why you're making your choices.
Well,
Trust
I just
me.
feel like
when you read this
I know
next
Isa
one,
and Reese better, or like
but when you read this next one, you'll be like, wow, Ren is the most amazing character.
Why did you do this to me?
You pick your choices now, but I'm just saying you're
I'll kill
gonna change
it. Or murder. I'm sorry. We're going with the word murder. I'm murdering Ren.
Okay.
Sorry, Ren. It's not that I don't love you, but
sorry.
she's making me choose. It's her fault.
Okay, the last one is from Mortal Instruments, Downworlders.
Did you pick Clary? Can I kill Clary?
No, you cannot. She's not a werewolf. We'll play this when we get to the Mortal Instruments characters.
Okay.
All right, so it is
Or Jace.
Luke.
Oh, that would be a hard choice. Do I kill Clary?
I'm not going to put them together, obviously, to make you. That is a good point. I will murder both of them. It's Luke, Garraway, Maya Roberts, and Bat Velasquez. And then I will talk about them really quick. Luke is a shadow hunter turned werewolf when he was betrayed by his parabatai, Valentine Morgenstern.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot all about this.
Right? Yeah. So that sucks. But
Oh, I
I
totally
know.
forgot about. Okay, all right.
And then Maya Roberts was turned by her abusive boyfriend, who then he left. So she ran away to Manhattan, where she ended up in Luke's pack, and then later she becomes Alpha.
And Bat.
And then Bat Velasquez, he's a love interest of Maya, and he's a DJ. And why I picked him, because there's other wolves, but I picked him because he's Maya's best friend. And when Luke steps down from being a pack leader, someone else, Bat takes his place as Alpha and is challenged by this mean guy, and he takes the challenge just because he wants to protect Maya. And then in the fight, he almost loses, and Maya steps in and challenges the guy, and then she
I do remember
and then
that
she
too. I remember that
beats
scene.
beats him for him, and then
Okay.
she becomes Alpha, and he becomes her second. He's okay with it, so I really like that too. All right, so
Well, I already made my choice.
make out, marry, murder. Go ahead.
Murder Bat.
Yep.
Sorry, I don't remember him that much, and you just described it, and well, whatever.
Yep.
He's getting murdered. Make out Luke and marry Maya. I love Maya.
I like that. Okay, I'm gonna have to go with the same because that was my same too. I do love Maya.
She needs her own spinoff series, and then I would read the heck out of that.
Oh, definitely. We'll have to write. Please make her a spin-off series.
Yes, please.
I want more of the werewolves too, because I would love to know about the restaurants they hang out at and all that stuff.
More werewolves. That's okay. So that's our takeaway from the show today.
We need more werewolves. Yeah, because after this, I was like, I don't know any other werewolves, and we need more.
And Weregirl, reading that book, I was like, I just want to be a werewolf so bad.
And
then Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things too. I was like, I just want to be part of a pack.
Yep, same. And so after that, I was like, I need to find more werewolf books.
Yes.
Yeah, so let us know if there's werewolf books out there that we're not mentioning, because
please.
that would be amazing. I want more werewolf books.
Add it to the TBR.
Yes.
All right, so I did want to talk about some listener feedback.
Woo!
She's like one of my best friends, so, whatever. She's still a listener, okay? She said that we make her want to create a bookstagram.
Woo!
Because we're so passionate about it.
Yes.
And we're so humble, which I was like, oh, you're too sweet.
Oh,
you're just too sweet. She ordered the cruel, what is it called? Cruel Design.
This Cruel Design?
This Cruel Design, because of us talking about it and how you talking about how much you loved it. She ordered that book. She ordered it.
She's going to love it. You need to read it.
I know.
It's amazing. So
we're already making people buy things.
Buy all of the things. Join us.
And join Bookstagram.
Yes.
Please, that would be awesome.
It's always great to have a community.
It's like the best community I've found on the internet. I feel like I probably said this last week. But, it's the first community that made me feel like home.
Yeah.
So,
and I think it's a very welcoming community where whatever you put out there, as long as it's as long as you're here just to enjoy books and be happy, we're in for it.
Yeah.
Join us. I feel like that's not the scary movie. Join us.
Oh, creepy.
Okay, we better get going. We've got more tea to drink and books to read. You can find us on social media. Our Instagram and our Twitter is ourlifeandbooks_.
Yep.
You can email us at ourlifeandbooks@gmail.com. My Instagram is Bookish State of Mind. My Twitter is Samantha McCombs, and my blog is samanthamacombs.com/Bookish State of Mind.
You can find me on Instagram on Bookish Connoisseur, Twitter on Bookish Buff, and then my blog is bookishconnoisseur.com.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.